Hi everybody and welcome back to Frugal in Norfolk. Today we're going to make a soup that we have every Christmas Eve. It's white Stilton and celery. You can use blue Stilton if you like it, but we both absolutely hate it. So it should be white Stilton. But as you can see in that blue bowl, that does not look like white Stilton. And the reason is we bought some white Stilton only to open it up this morning and find out it's got maple syrup and ginger chunks in it, which is not going to be very nice. I mean, neither of us even liked the flavour of it as it was. So what have we got? Back left, 2 pints of vegetable stock, half an onion, a whole head of celery that has been prepared, 1/4 pint of milk, the leaves from the celery which have been chopped up for extra garnish, some extra herbs, which in this case is tarragon, margarine and thyme. I've substituted what should be 3 ounces of white Stilton for 3 ounces of cheddar cheese and 1 ounce of margarine or butter, whichever you've got. You'll also need 1½ tablespoons of plain flour to thicken the soup at the end. So we're going to lightly fry the celery and the onion. I always peel my celery to try and get rid of as much strands as possible. You know, those chewy bits of strands. So, put those in. This is my smaller pan, so I'm hoping I can get it all in. Otherwise, it's just going to turn out to be a disaster altogether. Be a shame. Just getting the flour out for when we need it. There we go. Need that to melt. Yeah, my 2 pints of stock has got 2 vegetable stock cubes in. I'll test it at the end to see if it needs anything. The only difference between this using cheddar and white Stilton is white Stilton has quite a slightly acidic taste to it, which we're not going to get with this. But we all know that cheese goes wonderfully in a soup. We're just going to cook those until they're soft. Right, and other things that I hope to show you in the coming week are mince pies. I don't know if you have mince pies in other countries. In this country, mince pies used to be actually minced beef and fruit, but now we tend to buy jars of mincemeat, which is all manner of dried fruits with cinnamon and allspice, nutmeg, bit of brandy added. I normally make my own. Didn't do it last year, haven't done it this year. Both years I've regretted it because I absolutely hate shop-bought mincemeat. It's just far too sweet. So I'm definitely going to make some next year. And another thing I want to bring you on the journey for is sausage rolls. My husband can eat sausages of any kind, but I grew up with sausages from the local butcher which were absolutely awful. They were full of gristle. Really, it's put me off shop-bought sausages for life. So I tend to make my own. Again, it's a bit hit and miss, but last year we did minced pork with stuffing mixed into it and some grated cheese. So I halved it. One was sage and onion stuffing with the pork and the other was cheese with the pork with some onion in it. Oh, puffy pastry, yummy. So hopefully we'll do those as well. I don't want this channel to be all about cooking, even though I'm showing you a lot of cooking. I want it to be about what we get up to in general. If we're out for walks, if I can film us walking without making you feel sick, doing things in the garden, growing fruit and vegetables, harvesting, processing, what we do for entertainment, especially in the winter months. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So this stage is fairly simple. It's just a matter of softening the celery and the onion, putting the stock in and bringing it to a simmer, or bringing it to the boil and then simmering it for 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I cannot believe supermarkets. I mean, all year round they sell blue Stilton and white Stilton just as Stilton, but this year this time of year they insist on messing about with it, shoving all manner of flavourings in, so when you actually want some white Stilton you can't find it. Don't think they messed the blue Stilton up, because that is, well, I don't think you could put anything in that to make it taste better. But they think we need sweet cheese this time of year and we don't. So come on, British supermarkets, get a grip and stop adding rubbish into cheese. So now we're going to put the stock in. I hope I can get it all in this pan. Yeah, looks like it. Bring that to the boil. And then when it comes to the boil, we'll put the lid on and turn it down to a simmer and set the timer 25 minutes, and we'll see how that goes. Well, actually, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. That has only taken 15 minutes. So I've used some of the milk to make the 1.5 tablespoons of flour into a loose paste. I'm going to thicken this at the moment. And then add in the rest of the milk. Then we're going to add the celery leaves, about 1/2 teaspoon out of those herbs I mentioned. So you can put in whatever herbs you want, or you can just use the celery leaf. It's up to you. The original recipe just called for the celery leaf and a bouquet garni, but I didn't have that, so I'll turn that back up again. I want to get this thickened before I put the cheese in, and then we'll give it a taste test. Now, we don't eat it like this as a chunky soup. It will get liquidized using a hand blender or big liquidizer thing if you've got it. We've got a hand blender. Now, if you don't want to use plain flour, especially if you're gluten-free, you can use corn flour as a thickener. Just pour it in gradually once you've made it into a paste. This is only half the recipe that I'm giving you here. We used to make the full amount quite a long way before Christmas, freeze just enough for Christmas Eve and sometimes Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. Because it's nice to have something light to eat on Christmas Eve. I mean, we don't overindulge in this house, not because we can't afford to, we can afford to. It's just that we've found as we've gotten older, our stomachs just can't take it. Our meals have become smaller. We don't eat such a big variety of food. I must admit, when I was younger, I used to think old people were boring in their taste, but when you get here to these ages, you can understand why they do it. Right, turn you down a bit, don't want you burning. I'm going to now put in the cheese. Now, this is 3 ounces of lower fat grated cheddar. You can have full fat, but I'd recommend you do try it first. If you like blue Stilton, make it with the blue Stilton. And if you're not keen on blue Stilton, try white Stilton. I think at a push you could get away with a Cheshire cheese because that has an acidic taste to it, so that could have been a good alternative, but white Stilton just has a lovely taste. And we're going to melt that cheese in there. Bring it to the boil. It looks quite thin at the moment, but it's meant to be a thinnish soup, so you can have it thicker if you want, but you need to liquidize it first. I'll just take that off the heat while I sort my machine out. It's going to be a bit noisy. I'll have to turn it down on the editing. Oh, turn it on would help. Just do a taste test. Oh, that tastes lovely. Just going to put a smidge of black pepper in it. Don't need any salt, don't need the 3rd stock cubes, that's good. Okay, I'll just get tidied up and then we'll sort that out. There you have it. One lovely hot bowl of cheddar, should be white Stilton, and celery soup. I hope you give it a go and I hope you enjoy it. See you another time. Bye.